honored to represent President Obama in our
immense pride, and I feel very honored.
This program was made possible by Southern African Community USA, SACU, T&T Design Studio, freelance graphic design, and Cheza Dance.
Hello, I'm Ingles.
Goeiedag, Sanbanani, Sabona, Tumelang. I'm Gaynor Khan.
Bula Batswana. My name is Maduba, Polan.
Muli Wanji. I'm Thoko Kachipande, and you're watching Southern African Connection.
Southern African Connection is a brand new show coming to you from the DC metro area that focuses on Southern African events, people, and places. The number of Southern Africans living in the nation's capital and surrounding areas has increased rapidly over the past few years. However, Southern African voices are missing from the mainstream narratives and representations of Africa. Southern African perspectives are particularly underrepresented in the media.
There are so many Southern African events in the DC area that get little media attention. There are also so many bright and innovative people from Southern Africa whose stories are rarely told. This show hopes to give voice to Southern Africa and the Southern African diaspora. The Southern African community needs a platform where Southern Africa can be represented. The purpose of the show is therefore to educate individuals interested in Southern Africa from a Southern African point of view. The show also aims to stimulate your senses by entertaining you with the sights and sounds of Southern Africa. Our show covers Southern African events and communities through a uniquely Southern African flavor.
In this episode, we're going to tell you more about our show. We will give you a little more background information about the mission of our show, the people behind the show, and what exactly happens behind the scenes. You will also get a preview of what you can expect to see in our future episodes. We will start by telling you more about the mission, vision, and objectives of the show.
Now for our mission statement. Southern African Connection is a community television show with the mission to provide a platform where Southern African issues, events, and information can be communicated through innovative programming, both on air and online. Our show covers Southern African events, communities, and places worldwide through a uniquely Southern African flavor. It provides viewers interested in Southern Africa with educational and entertaining programming focused on Southern Africa and the diasporas, with the purpose of connecting Southern Africa and America, fostering cultural awareness and engaging our audiences with the region.
The first objective is to be the leader in providing quality Southern African programming in the DC area and online. It is important, though, for the show that we have people with a background training in various fields so that we could build a quality show. People with different experiences working together to build a quality show.
The second objective is to distinguish ourselves as a program providing exclusive and unique programming on Southern Africa. Being from Botswana myself, which is in Southern Africa, I have to actually explain that to people because they might think it's in West Africa, and that's exactly why we have this show.
Now, the third objective is to cover a wide variety of topics and events on Southern Africa. So we're not just going to entertain you with entertainment news, but we're also going to give you information about businesses, information about tourism, some news, and just all the different things that are going on in Southern Africa and that are going on here within the DC area. So you see, it's not just about entertainment, but it's about providing you with a wide variety of news and events.
And the fourth objective is to showcase Southern Africa on television and online. Of course, this is a show that gives you the opportunity to see what the diaspora is doing if you are inside the mother continent, and also gives us here in the diaspora an opportunity to showcase the mother continent to the rest of the world. Of course, another effect of globalization, one of the great things that we have going on, making the diaspora and the mother continent a single entity in the globe.
The fifth objective is to educate Southern Africans and Americans about Southern Africa.
The final objective is to support the mission and the vision of Southern African Community USA, SACU. The show is part of the project that meets the mission and vision of Southern African Community USA, a registered 501c3 organization. Part of the mission is to raise the visibility of Southern African in the US, so the show meets the mission as well.
In order to meet the mission, vision, and objectives of the show, we attended a couple of events in the area. Now, one of the events that I attended was the Africa Day 2014, and it's hosted by a couple of embassies in the area, and this year it was hosted by Tanzania and Rwanda. It was a really magnificent event where people walked in with their different flags, so there was a flag parade with a lot of pride and just showing all the beautiful, vibrant colors from the continent. It was held in the DC area, and they had guest speakers, dancers, presenters that all showcased their culture and had to share a little about what they were proud of. Now, one of the themes that they had this year was on agribusiness. So they talked a lot about the potential for agriculture in Southern Africa. It was a really good event.
It covered the fashion show, the Southern African fashion show, the first Southern African fashion show. And of course, it was part of the Southern African Community USA's, the Southern African Reunion Weekend, and it was hosted by Saku and Cheza Dance. Of course, there were several designers out there. There was Nghiwete from South Africa with jewelry by Chic Frills from Zimbabwe. There was also designs by Nghiwete and jewelry by Chic Frills. There was Sifalov, of course. There was the SA Bazaar from South Africa. Sifalov was from the Democratic Republic of Congo, excuse me. There were also designs by Mawini from Tanzania, which is Mintindo Night. Designs by Nashona from Tanzania also. Designs by Sister Bucks from South Africa. And then Merlin Couture, also from South Africa, and jewelry by Le Solstice, also from South Africa. The fashion show really entailed a lot of clothing and jewelry. That's what it was primarily about. Of course, most of the designers, all of the designers showcased, they were from Southern Africa. It took place at the Civic Center in Silver Spring, which is Veterans Plaza. And that was on Labor Day weekend. And in addition to that, of course, they had several other activities. And the purpose of that was really because the Southern African community rarely has a show in this country that showcases their fashion. So with the local designers and people that actually came from other regions of the United States, we had the opportunity to actually have a market to support the designers. So some people bought things. Many people in the audience also got a chance to interact with dignitaries and representatives of other countries, which, because I mean, we need to remember this event was actually sponsored or supported by the different embassies. So it was definitely also an opportunity for the different associations or community organizations from different countries in Southern Africa to get together and interact. So it was definitely a great show. One of the coolest shows I think I've had the opportunity to present.
We're moving to SACU's Reunion Weekend. This is a Southern African Reunion Weekend that started in 2013, and every year South Africans and friends come together, you know, it's an annual reunion to eat, mingle, and play games. This is a family-friendly reunion. Children can keep themselves busy. a variety of games that people played, and there was a soccer tournament.
Present the Panafest USA Festival.
What is Panafest?
It's the Pan-African Festival USA. It actually takes place in Silver Spring, Maryland, also at the Civic Center outside. It's a festival that this year, for its 5th annual, the Southern African community actually helped to organize the entertainment portion of that festival. And in addition to that, there was a dance group, Rhythm of the Kalahari from Botswana, a rendition of this Shosholoza song, which is a co-response of popular rhythm. I guess it's a song that every Southern African is supposed to know.
Malawi's 50th Independence Day, and just to celebrate this huge momentous event, we had a couple of a 3-4 day weekend event in Silver Spring where people got together from all across the US, Malawians and other supporters of Malawi, to celebrate that we had 50 years, we've achieved 50 years of independence. So events were held at the Fillmore in the evening. We also had panel discussions during the day at the Doubletree Hotel Hilton in Silver Spring. But the whole weekend was just absolutely fantastic. And as a Malawian, I have to say I was proud to see everything that happened. We also had a picnic as well as a concert with Malawian artists. Some of the artists that were represented were Lawi, Mascal, Lungu Vibes. We also had fashion designers, Lily Alfonso, Dora V, Mwai Namaoma, Selena Msulu, and Real Elements Perfect Marvel Rapper. So we have a lot of talent in the community that was there to entertain us and just to visually stimulate our eyes. And of course, members of the diplomatic corps from different nations were also there to celebrate with us. I have to say I had a lot of fun. It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing, 50 years.
Go Malawi!
Great.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Congratulations.
Right.
We've covered was the unveiling of Nelson Mandela's statue at Washington, D.C. at the South African Embassy.
Can you just give me one word that would describe today, please?
I'm filled with immense pride, and I feel very honored by today's events.
Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Congratulations and best wishes to you over there.
Thank you for the support.
Thank you. Here we are at one of the greatest events that Africa has had in the United States of America in Washington, D.C. Of course, representing a man that means forgiveness to the world, a man that has embodied the sense of humanity. How do you feel today with this event?
I think a small mixture of relief and a great dose of excitement. I think this is a wonderful gift that South Africa is able to give to the people of the United States in return for their unstinting sacrifices on our behalf. I think it's as much a tribute to Nelson Mandela that we unveil his statue as it is to the millions of Americans, some of whom marched here, were arrested here, boycotted for us and sacrificed for us. So this is a wonderful day.
From sad times, we go to happy times, the New Year's Eve party that my co-host Maduba Polan covered.
Yes, New Year's Eve, I was there. Me this morning, this lovely lady over here. Good morning, Happy New Year's. Your name?
My name is Feo. Morning, Happy New Year's.
Yes, Happy New Year's.
All right.
So just let me know a little bit about yourself. You came here, we had safari. Just let the viewers know exactly who you are.
Hi guys, my name is Feo Dinwa. I am from Namibia, which is also in Southern Africa, and I'm so excited about being here.
So we have ourselves right here, ladies and gentlemen, the performer. She's about to go on, and we don't even see a tad of her being nervous. So
apparently, so we're gonna have some dancing. So to the left, to the right, to the front, to the back.
As you all can see, I mean, we went through a lot of events this year. You will get to see some of them in greater detail over the next few episodes. Events such as the Miss Tanzania USA that actually decided to hold, a Tanzanian community decided to hold a pageant to elect a Miss Tanzania in the diaspora that would represent the diaspora USA. And eventually she will attempt to go compete not only on Miss Africa USA, she will also go compete on Miss Tanzania to see if she goes for Miss Tanzania Universe. Of course, there was also the Namibian cheetah conservation event that took place in Bethesda, Maryland, in which this organization basically, they are the ones working on trying to preserve the cheetahs that we have still alive in the wild in Namibia.
We should explain what the I reports are, in that in some of the shows that are not covered here, you can find them online where our hosts and our producers go up and just tape extra stuff so that we're bringing everything to the viewer. So go online and you see extra coverage of events that we haven't presented on broadcast yet.
Yeah, yes, that is a great way of putting it. It's basically our unofficial way. An I report is basically our unofficial way of presenting things that Southern African Connection goes into from a coverage perspective. And we don't necessarily put every single event into a television show because it would be just immensely too much to do. But we definitely like to share that, and we do the I reports to share with our audience.
now that you guys know a little bit more about what we've been doing here, it's time to find out a little more about us.
And in this segment, we're going to get to know a little more about the people that are involved in getting the show together. But we're going to start with us, the hosts. Gil, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, of course. My name is Gil Ingles. I am originally from Angola. I've been here in the U.S. for quite a while. I bring in a little bit of experience, television experience. I also do host Africa Plus, which has been I believe the original African television
show
in the diaspora, yes, which is inspired by me. I joined this effort because I definitely think that it is very necessary for Southern Africa to have something that would specifically showcase its culture, its people, its history.
Well, I'm from South Africa. I'm from a Afrikaner town where we speak Afrikaans, but it's 2 hours from Johannesburg. Okay. I was born and raised in South Africa. After high school, went to clothing design school. I graduated and decided to come to the States.
Why was it so important for you to be a part of the show?
It was important for me to be part of the show, to be able to learn more about my neighboring countries, you know, because I didn't learn anything about the other countries in my school. So this was important for me, you know, because so it's not just informing and educating and entertaining our viewers, but I'm learning something in return as well for being on the show.
Absolutely. I think we all are, aren't we?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. What about you, Maduba? Where are you from?
Botswana.
Botswana.
It's right north of South Africa, but in the grasp of Southern Africa. My name is Maduba Polan again, and moved here from Botswana in '95, blizzard '96, first time seeing snow. Don't even want to talk about it. We moved here as a whole entire family because my family just felt like we just needed a change of scenario. America is known as a land of opportunity. It's been a pleasure being here, and I thank you guys for tuning in. But we do have one more over here.
Yes, we do.
And your name, my lady?
I'm Thoko Kachipande, and I'm originally from Malawi. I've been in the U.S. for a while, and I joined the show because I think it's really important to have Southern Africa presented in its fullest. I think a lot of times, even for the whole continent, you don't get to hear about Southern Africa or individual countries. And whenever I say to people I'm from Malawi, they say, what, Malawi? Let's not forget the people behind the scenes. And we're also gonna, the next segment, we're gonna give you some information about the people that help get this show together and how we started. Right. We recently sat down with our producer, assistant producer, and project manager. Now here's our producer, Rachel. Rachel, please tell us a little bit about yourself. Oh, give us your full name, please, first.
Hi, thank you for having me on the show. My name is Rachel Nghiwete, and I am from Namibia in Southern Africa. I was born in Angola, and I'm the producer of this wonderful show we call Southern African Connection.
Great. So what inspired you to get involved in the show?
My inspiration came from the love that I have for Southern Africans. I think we are a wonderful people. So this show is really, I fell in love with it because I just want us to be able to showcase what we're all about, you know? Although we are far away from home, this show kind of like brings us closer to home. We can share our culture and our roots with the rest of the world, which is really something I call very dear to my heart because I love Southern Africa. So I love this show because it gives me a chance to promote what I love in Southern Africa.
We thank you and we love you.
Thank you. I love you guys too.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Is there anything you'd like to share with the viewers? Anything else?
Just please, you know, support our show. Watch us online, and if you want to be part of this show, please, by all means, you know, we're always looking for volunteers.
We have with us our assistant producer. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
What is your name, my lady?
I am Tawonezvi, and I am the assistant producer of the Southern African Connection, which is this show. And I'm from Zimbabwe.
But what do you love most about your work?
So what I love most about this show is that it showcases Southern Africa, something which has previously not been done, because most African shows just either focus on the entire continent or in West Africa. So this is a new show that will focus on our region, in addition to also covering some other African things that are necessary, that fit into our mission statement.
Great. Why was it so important for you to do this?
It was important for me to do this because I've always wanted something of this sort to happen, but there's never been anything like this. So when the opportunity came up, I jumped on it because I knew we would be doing something groundbreaking, and I needed to be part of it.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. Before you go, is there anything you'd like to tell our viewers?
I just want to tell our viewers that we have a lot of programming lined up for you, so please watch our show. We might have hiccups here and there, but we'll cover everything that everybody needs to see and hear, and we will eventually get there.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We also sat down with our project manager. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let us know your name.
Well, my name is Sitinga Kachipande, and I'm from Malawi. I'm the project manager for the show.
Okay, so why did you become part of the show? Why was it important to you to be part of the show?
I mean, every time I turn on TV, you rarely see Southern Africans on TV. And a lot of times, living in the DC area, there are always events that you hear about afterwards. Maybe you couldn't make it to the events and you never ever see them on TV. So I thought that it would be a good way for us to get out there in the community and see what other people are doing. Like, what are the Tanzanians doing? What are the Namibians doing? You know, so that we know how other people from Southern Africa are doing their events.
Great. Yeah, it's good to know those things because otherwise we miss out on a lot, don't we?
Very much so.
Yes, there's a lot of things going on in the DC area. So.
Okay.
Well, just like everybody else, I know myself personally, Thoko, I'll speak for you as well. We do appreciate you, the assistant producer and the producer. You guys have done such an amazing job.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. It is a lot that you guys put into here. From the teleprompter to the scripts, you have no idea how much we appreciate it.
Oh, thank you.
Great. And so our viewers are out there watching. What do you want to share with them? Is there anything else you'd like to share with them?
Just that if you're having any events out there or have ideas for a show, that you can reach out to us. We're always open to new ideas and having the direction of the show being guided by our viewers.
Great, great. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Even though our show is about Southern Africa, we rely on generous resources and support of several people from other regions of Africa, America, and other portions of the globe. They all volunteered to help us out. We at Southern African Connection are excited about our new show, and we hope that you are too. We look forward to bringing you quality programming on each and every episode.
We hope you join on this new and exciting journey to educate and entertain you, our viewers. We would like the show to be interactive, and we invite you to tweet us or share your views on our Facebook page.
If you like this episode and the idea behind the show, tell your friends about us. If they missed the episode or are not in the area or even ever missed the show, you can watch our program online on YouTube or on our website, southernafricanconnection.com. Our website also has other behind-the-scene information about events and people featured on the show, as well as articles about events not covered on the show.
And we look forward to seeing you again. Goodbye from your friends at Southern African Connection, where we're spreading our roots and sharing our culture.
All right, until next time, goodbye.
Ciao.
See you then.
Goodbye.
This program was made possible by Southern African Community USA, SACU, T&T Design Studio, Freelance Graphic Design, www.facebook.com/T&T Design Studio, Cheza Dance, www.facebook.com/Cheza Dance.